Hello YouTube. Today we're going to be unboxing this supposedly Mac Mini 2010, which is in this box, in theory. Haven't looked at the system yet. I don't know anything about it really. I've only seen a couple of pictures. You never know if it's the real deal or not. So that's what we're going to find out today. It's definitely been packed pretty well. There we go. It's a bit loud with all these air pockets. Alright. Let's put that aside. There it is. I'm going to lower the tripod a little bit here so we can get a better look at the situation. So here we have it. This is the Mac Mini server. This is the mid-2010 model. It says on the box right here, Mac Mini 1 terabyte server. It has two 500 gig hard drives. At least it had. So we're going to find out whether that's still true. For what I know, this machine was used in a business very briefly. And therefore, it should be in pretty much mint condition. So let's find out whether that's the case. Okay. Well, I'm looking on the top of the Mac Mini, and I can't find a single scratch on this thing. And here's the back of the machine. Get that in the light so you can see some smudges or whatever. No, nothing. Wow. The rubber plate on the bottom also appears to be pretty much mint. This thing was barely moved, from what I can tell. Okay, so that's very nice. So let's put the Mini aside for now. We'll get back to this in a little bit. And let's take a look at the insides of the box next. Okay, let's see what we've got in the box. So, because this is a Mac Mini server, we get the macOS 10 Server Edition for our operating system. So this thing is running Snow Leopard Server because it is, of course, a 2010 machine. And 2010 Snow Leopard was the newest available OS. Lion Server wasn't a separate operating system, it was just basically a base version of Lion with the application from the App Store for the server stuff. Snow Leopard Server was still its dedicated OS with an actual serial number. So that's interesting. This is the booklet with all of these things and how to manage all the various components of a macOS 10 server. We're not going to be looking at that at all. Here we have the power cord. Of course, the 2010 models and later all have built-in power supplies instead of the 2009 and earlier with their external ones. We also have an adapter. This is HDMI to DVI. Could be handy. The only problem is my monitor is an ultra-wide that only supports HDMI, and I will not be able to push that resolution through the port on a Mini for that matter. So I'll need to find an adapter for that, but no worries. It's still good that it's included anyway. The Everything Mac booklet for replacing the bottom cover, for replacing the memory modules, which we will take a look at soon, because we'll be upgrading the RAM. Because as far as I know, this machine only has 4 gigs. I'm going to upgrade that to 6, and I might upgrade it to 8 later, depending on whether I really like the machine or not. And what I'm going to use it for, I still haven't figured it out yet. But it was a very good deal, and I just figured that I wanted to have another Mini in my life. Okay, here's the install DB for macOS 10 Server. And this is the admin tools DVD, so you can install all the various admin stuff. There is the this is the serial booklet for macOS 10 Server. I'll make sure to blur a couple frames of that out so we don't accidentally get people to zoom in on that to read it. Let's see what else is in there. An everything else thing. I think this originally had the CDs in it. Something about Apple Expert Service. I think that's it. Yep. Alright. So that's the box, or the unboxing part of the video, fully done. Let's take a look at the Mac Mini in more detail now. So here it is, the mid-2010 Mac Mini. This was the first generation of Mac Minis to feature the unibody design. And the thing that sets the original version, or the normal consumer version, aside from the server, is that the server has an extra SATA port that's already occupied by another hard drive instead of an optical drive. So this machine is originally configured with two 500 gig 7200 RPM hard drives instead of just a single 320 or 500 gig 5400 RPM hard drive. So that's a big plus. I mean, if you RAID those hard drives, you get pretty good performance, I would imagine. We'll find that out at some point. On the back of the machine, we get a wide array of ports. We have the power button up here. We have the built-in power supply connector here. This is Gigabit Ethernet. We have a big vent here on the bottom. HDMI, which can only do up to 1920 by 1200. We have a mini display port, which can output 4K 30 Hz, as far as I'm aware. They might just be able to do 2560 by 1600. I'm not quite sure on that. I know that this thing, converted to HDMI 1.4, will do my ultra-wide resolution on these machines. We also have 4 USB 2.0 ports here on the back, line in, line out, and an SDXC card slot. On the bottom, we only have the little dial here that you can use to open the machine up and get to its internals. What we're going to do in this video is going to upgrade the RAM, so we're going to turn it to the left, and then you can just push up on one side and pull it off. Alright. By the way, my allergies are really going rampant today, so bear with me for a little bit. This is the memory that I got. This is Corsair Mac memory. It is designed for the MacBook and MacBook Pro mid-2010 and later. It is DDR3 1066. I couldn't find any Mac Mini specific memory, so we're just going to have to see whether this works or not. If it doesn't, I can always send it back. There we go. Let's pull that out. We've got a memory module right there. Alright, let's pull out what we've got inside. We do have two 2 GB modules. They're both Samsung PC3 8500S. I'm going to put that one aside. And we're going to pull the other one out as well. We're going to put this one in the top slot. You can definitely tell that this machine was upgraded in its life. This was shipped with 2 GB and it had a 4 GB upgrade because these modules are not matched. I mean, take a look at the difference in color there. This is the original module, this was the upgrade. You can definitely tell. And, well, actually, I do think they were actually installed as a matched pair, but I mean, I looked at the type, like the serial number here, and they are identical, aside from the 4 numbers at the end. The top one is a 1015, the other one is 1016. So I guess they were installed together, but apparently Samsung found it very funny to just use a different PCB color altogether. Now let's see if we can sneak this one in. Yes, we can. Okay. And put in the ugly module on top. There we go. Yep, that's all the way it can go in, apparently. Doesn't seem right to me, so let's try that again. No, apparently that's correct, because it snaps in place like normal. There's a little bit of dust buildup in the fan. It's very minimal, actually. I can probably just blow that out using a can of compressed air or whatever. But, so yeah, I'm not quite sure, by the way, what I'm going to do with the hard drive situation. I am thinking about putting SSD in this. It actually requires a near full disassembly of the machine. I'm not particularly against that or anything, but I'm just going to see whether the hard drives are still in good condition, and if they are, we can just continue on as normal and just use the hard drives, I guess. I mean, if I can put them in RAID 0, I think they would be quite fast. There we go, now it's back together. Okay, it's good to go now. So the other thing that we still need to do right now is to actually power it up and see if it works, because I haven't, of course, done that yet. So let's get a monitor, keyboard, and mouse in here, and take a look at how the Mac Mini performs. Alright, we're all set up. Let's power it on. There we go. This was the only DVI monitor I had on hand, so this is convenient. And let's see what it boots up into. I'm just guessing the original macOS 10 Snow Leopard server installation. But we'll find out. Sure takes its time. It's probably still full of information. Alright. So we've logged in. I'm going to find... Let's see if this is correct. If it is user password. No, it's not. There is a hint in there, so I'm going to look on the back of the box, because I think he put the information there. So take a look at that for a little bit. And we're in. Alright. So Wi-Fi is working, that's good. Let's connect to that network. Go. At least we've got internet. So let's go to About This Mac. Well, good news, the RAM upgrade has been successful. Let's zoom in on that a little bit. We have a 2.66 GHz Intel Core 2 Duo CPU, which is the P8800, and now we have 6 GB of 1067 MHz DDR3. Alright, that's good. No ATA devices, of course. Broadcom Gigabit Ethernet controller. Firewire 800. GeForce 320M, very important as well. Here is the memory. Right, 4 GB there, 2 GB there. And let's go to serial ATA to find out about the hard drives. We have two Hitachi drives, 7200 RPM. They're both 500 gig, so they're the original drives, that's good. No Thunderbolt, and on USB we have just a regular Apple Pro keyboard that we can see down there. Let's zoom out again, because that's terrible. Just the, the classic white keyboard and the shitty mouse. Right. So with that out of the way, now we know that the machine is operational. We've got all of our various server tools and whatnot. I'm going to re-image this machine. We're going to upgrade it straight away. I'm not going to run Snow Leopard on here. It's just too damn old. And I don't want to find out that there's like a shit ton of personal data on here. I'll just open up Chrome to see whether there's actually... Yeah, this guy's profile is in here. Okay. So this thing is still full of personal data. I'm definitely going to wipe this. I'm going to be putting macOS Sierra on here. Now that I have 6 gigs of RAM, I should be able to do that no problem. So I'm going to be prepping this machine for macOS Sierra, and we'll take another look at it once that's installed, so we can get an idea on the system's performance. I don't really feel comfortable right now clicking through various programs and apps on here, because I'm pretty sure that there's more personal data on here. Which is sort of weird in my opinion, because this is a server machine and shouldn't really have personal stuff in there. I don't really think that's normal. I mean, it should only be like a couple preferences for your network and that's it, but you shouldn't be storing your personal profile for your web browser and your bookmarks and passwords in there. That's really dumb. Anyway, I'm going to install Sierra, and I'll get back to you once that's ready. And we are done with the installation of macOS Sierra. Let's go to About This Mac and verify that we are indeed running Sierra. There we go. Of course, you got to keep in mind it's still a hard drive, so it's not going to be flying fast. This is version 10.12.5. We have the Mac Mini server in 2010. Everything is listed correctly. Currently just running this display. 1 terabyte of RAID storage. Oh yeah. I decided to put both of those 500 gig drives in RAID 1, or RAID 0. And, well, it appears to work just fine. And there is Safari. That was nice and quick. Gotta love that. Let's pull up the App Store. Also reasonably quick for what it is. Open up the Photos app, because that's gonna take some time. Let's get started and use the iCloud photo library. Yes, please. Alright. And now it'll just start populating the photo library in the background. Don't have anything else on here, of course. It's a fully clean install. No other people's data on here anymore. And that's all fine and dandy. Right, one thing I do want to find out is I want to run Blackmagic disk speed test to see what our RAID is doing. And after that we can wrap up the video. And that's just a little something that I want to show on video here. Let's install that. If it's going to let me. Alright, need to type in my password. There we go. Alright, that's done. That was pretty quick. Let's see. Blackmagic disk speed test. Of course, I will have to actually stop the photo refresh in the background, because that's not going to help us anything. And let's start the speed test. Oh, wow, that's actually pretty good. Let's zoom in on that a little bit, so you can see what's going on there. There's a little bit of glare here, so I'll just try to adjust that a little bit. And as you can see, we've got about 120 to 150 megabytes of write, and about 100 to 150 megabytes of read. That's pretty good for laptop hard drives, that's for sure. Alright, so I guess that's a good way to conclude this video. We've installed macOS Sierra, we've taken a look around the laptop, we've unboxed it, the laptop, the computer, and the Mac Mini. We've taken it out of the box, taken a look at everything that comes with it, and overall it's a pretty darn fine machine, it seems. I've already updated the firmware. Well, it did that automatically during the Sierra install, and everything appears to be working absolutely fine. I hope you enjoyed this video. I thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.